Hello everybody and welcome, it's your boy Logic and we're coming back with a brand new awesome battle. We have ConsulofRome and the High Elves, Slaine and the Wood Elves, and they both fought up on Eshen. So this here was a ladder battle, but I was very excited to cast it as it has really awesome units on both sides. We're going to have 4 units of Dryads here in the front line, including 4 units of Glade Rider Hagbane tips here in the back, causing their poison missile strength as well as 94 speed. These guys are going to be a ginormous pain here for the High Elves. One awesome unit coming out today, we are going to be having the Lost Silverian Knights. So the RR Great Stag Knights coming in with their ethereal status, giving them 75% physical resistance. As well as causing terror, Strider along with their 90 speed, immune to psychology and frenzy. These guys are going to be very dangerous, but they are very weak to magic damage. One amazing hero coming in today is Ariel. I like her very much. It's a very nice design and one of my favourite units coming out of the new DLC. She's going to be coming in with Berry Wine, Acorn of the Oak of Ages, Dart of Doom, Soul Stealer, Apotheosis, Shield of Thorns, Greater Arcane Conduit, Ancient Protection, Life Bloom. She's also going to be Unbreakable and cause terror. For the Lord today, we are going to be having the Big Bad Durthu with his gigantic awesome sword. He here is going to be coming in with the Sword of Death, Lamentation of Despairs, Foe Seeker, Flock of Doom, and Wildheart. He's also going to be Frenzy, Immune to Psychology, Cause Terror, but he's going to have a fight units of negative 25% to all fire damage. And that's going to go here for all tree units. So a very awesome units here coming in from the Wood Elves, and for the High Elves we're going to be having 3 units of Spearmen in the front line, as well as 5 units of Lothran Seaguard. That's an awful lot of Lothran Seaguard, but these guys do have Silver Shields, giving them a negative 55% resistance to all missiles, as well as a bonus plus large anti-large melee attack, good against all cavalry coming forward. For the Lord today, we are going to be having Ariel the Radiant. She here is going to be coming in with lots of healing, so she'll be coming in with Star of Avalon, as well as Arcane Conduit, Shield of Thorns, Earth Blood, Boon of Isha giving magic attack and immune to psychology to all units in a 40-meter radius, as well as Shield of Saffrey and Life Bloom. She's also going to be having immune to psychology, which is going to help her here against all of that terror. And we're going to be having these 3 fantastic, beautiful Phoenixes here. All 3 of them good and different in each and every way. So the Flame Fire Phoenix here coming in with its fire and magic damage. Also having Wake of Fire. Having a Bombardment's Belt here, very good for dealing with front lines. Also going to be having Rebirth, whereby if it drops below 10% health, it has a 50% chance of getting half of its health back. All of these 3 have Attuned to Magic, whereby if you have more than 50% of your magic, you get a 12% damage resistance. Immune to Psychology and Terror coming for all 3, as well as 75% fire resistance coming in for the Flamefire Phoenix. For the Frostheart Phoenix, we're going to be having this ability, which is the Blizzard Aura. That's going to give negative 12% base weapon damage, negative 9 melee attack, and negative 12% armor piercing weapon damage. Also immune to Psych and causes terror. And this here, one of my favourite units in the game, very rarely seen just due to how expensive it is, and it's one of the best looking units you can possibly get in my opinion. So you're going to be getting the Omen of Asaurian, the Arcane Phoenix, very, very cool unit. This guy here going to be coming in with his fire and magic attacks, also going to be having the Ember Storm, Omen of Hope, plus Fiery Rebirth. Also going to be causing terror, 70% fire resistance, and 20% physical resistance. Let's over here to the battlefield and let's see from a nice large angle. So going forward here, it's really going to be the Lothran Seaguard up against the Glade Riders and the front line of Dryads. Can the Spearmen hold these guys off? 7 armor piercing damage coming from the Glade Riders, 4 coming from the Lothran Seaguard, but as you can see here, the Glade Riders only going to be having 15 armor. I really like this play here, having the all the Phoenixes come over here, just trying to keep the Lost Silverian Knights here at bay. These guys don't want to be coming in with all this magic damage close to the front line. As you can see here, we are going to be having engaging units of Dryads at the front, with 1 unit making the front line. I'm going to be trying to get into the back here up against the Lothran Seaguard. Just like Ariel the Radiant is going to be trying to stop it, as well as the Frostheart Phoenix trying to come up to help. But it should be quite difficult here if you manage to get quite a few units onto the Lothran Seaguard. It could spell the end for the High Elves relatively quickly. So it looks like here we are going to be having the Sword of Death going down, gives that negative 30 armor, as well as a little bit of damage here going onto each unit. A nice magic missile here coming into the back of the Flamefire Phoenix. Good stuff coming in from the Wood Elf player. Really want to see Durthu get here as quickly as possible, get nice and aggressive here up against the Lothran Seaguard. If you can shut these down as quickly as possible, then you might be able to stop all that damage output here going straight onto the Glade Riders. Ariel also getting nice and aggressive here on the front line, so some good stuff there. And it looks like a very, very risky attack here coming from the Silver Knights. Really trying to get here onto the Lothran Sea Guard, but they might pay for it from the 120 speed coming from the Arcane Phoenix and the Flamefire Phoenix. So it looks like here there's going to be an Alpha Strike as well with Ariel the Radiant, as well as the Frostheart Phoenix trying to get straight onto this unit here. Silver Knights here are going to really struggle because there's lots of magic damage, and these guys are going to be very, very quick. As you can see here, they're going to be having that negative as well. I think the Frostheart Phoenix used to have a negative to speed, but I think they perhaps changed that with a recent update. As you can see, a very good play coming in from Durfu, using his Foe Seeker just to pop straight onto the Lothran Sea Guard, just to shut them down and stop them from shooting. But the other two units here are going to have to start focusing onto Durfu. I like this play as well. You're going to be getting the Frostheart Phoenix in the front here, trying to shut down Ariel, giving all the debuffs here up against the Dryads, and also going to having the bonus for the leadership coming in from Ariel, just trying to save this unit of Lothran Sea Guard. You could probably drop the unit now and have them shoot over the top. I really like this here from the Glade Riders, really trying to shut down the Lothran Sea Guard, but as you can see the spears will be coming through. It looks like a Dart of Doom going in again, really trying to shut down all the Lothran Sea Guard. Great plays here coming out of the Wood Elf player. So I like this here. It looks like you're going to have the Flamefire Phoenix going to the front, really trying to use its fire damage here with its increased damage up against the tree units here in the Dryads. And against popular belief here, most people think that Dryads count as large units, but they're actually just infantry. So all the bonuses large and anti-large here coming in for the Spearmen, not going to have any effect here as it's just up against infantry. So the back here, it looks like we are going to be having the Arcane Phoenix trying to charge down the RR Great Stag Knights, but it looks like that it's going to give up the chase and try and help the front line. There's some nice shots here going in up against the expensive Great Stag Knights. Very good value coming in from these guys. And looks like one got trapped in behind. That's quite interesting. I've never seen them really split too far apart. But these guys were all the way over here. So it's interesting to see how far they got split apart there. So, Durfu doing fantastically well, shutting down already 2 units of Lothran Sea Guard on his own. And it looks like now he's going to be moving on to the 3rd unit. In the front line here, it does not have the Spearmen holding up against 2 units of Dryads, but also looks like they're going to be having some help for some Glade Riders now as well. Also given that poison, given the lowering to speed, melee attack, and as well as base weapon damage. Flamefire Phoenix in the front has managed to help the Spearmen, so he probably wants to get back in the sky now and come help this Doom Blob over here. So it looks like the Great Stag Knights have managed to shut down the Lothran Sea Guard coming in with their Terror and the like, but it looks like they're going to be countered here up against the Arcane Phoenix, as well as the Frostfire Phoenix coming in as well. So should be some good stuff coming in here. Should be able to push these guys off, and I don't think it really matters. It looks like you've lost the Lothran Sea Guard anyway. Ariel doing very well here. Maybe get these 2 Phoenixes here on top of her. Maybe try and see if you can snipe her in the process. In the back here, looks like there's one Lothran Sea Guard that has managed to come back online and start shooting. It's going to be shooting it up against the Glade Riders. They will get some good value with the low armor coming in here, but a very good charge coming in the back here. Look at this. Oh, using the antlers. What a fantastic attack coming in here. Very, very good stuff coming in here from the Silver Knights. A nice charge coming in for the Flamefire Phoenix. This guy is going to be chasing these units all day. So some fantastic micro command of the Wood Elf player just to try and keep these Silver Knights alive. This is where the blob is though, this is where the action is, and this is where the game is going to be won and lost. It looks like Ariel here is really trying to beat up against Ariel the Radiant. Really both trying to go at each other with this unit of Dryads as well. Going to struggle with the Frostheart Phoenix round, giving that negative, as well as healing also coming in and against Flock of Doom. So a nice good counter there, using both to try and cancel each other out. Looks like they are going to be breaking a unit of Dryads here with the Arcane Phoenix up against the Lothran Sea Guard. So might be able to save those, and then they can get some good volleys here up against the Glade Riders. But it looks like the entire front line here of the Wood Elves has been pushed off, including this last unit here of Dryads. Dryads over here on the left-hand side, they might come back, but there's really not much help for them to be benefiting the battle here. We do have units of Lothran Sea Guard coming back into the fray. These guys will still do some very good damage up against the Glade Riders, so it really needs to be targeted here from the Wood Elf player. So good stuff coming from Durfu. He's been very aggressive, using both his hero and his lord to shut down all entities coming in from the High Elves. Although unfortunately here, starting to pull into the High Elf favour, lots of 3 strong entities coming in from each Phoenix. All of them very, very healthy. That's going to be very scary coming into the latter sides of this game. As you're going to see, both of these 2 here causing fire damage up against Durfu is going to be very, very scary. Very good micro here coming in from the Wood Elf player, using the Glade Riders just to shut down the rest of the Lothran Sea Guard. Just try and shut them down, push them off, and get rid of as much of that missile as you can, and keep as much of this mobility alive as you possibly can, considering how slow Durfu and Ariel are. If you keep the mobility here, you can pretty much dictate the battle. However, you do still have 3 of these Phoenixes here to deal with. So a couple of units of Lothran Sea Guard over here in the pocket coming back. If they're able to come into the fray and get some good more missile damage here, might be able to break one of these units as it is starting to pull into the Wood Elf favour. You might be able to shatter a few that are very close here to breaking. As you can see, it looks like there's going to be a strike here going onto Ariel the Radiant. They're going to try and see if they can pin her in this corner and get some good damage. But it looks like there's going to be a counterplay coming out with these 3 Phoenixes as they're going to give up on the chase here of the Silver Knights. So there's going to be a very nice charge here coming in for the Glade Riders. These 4 units should do very well at circling Ariel the Radiant. And it looks like it's going to be a nice charge coming in for the Flame Fire Phoenix. Let's have a look at this here. Yeah, very good stuff coming in there. All of these guys, looks like they're going to be, this could be a big problem. Yes, there we go. Look, so we're going to be seeing the Arcane Phoenix coming in with its Vortex spell. What a fantastic spell coming in here. Really love seeing this ability. Breaking all 4 units of Glade Riders. Fantastic work coming in from ConsulofRome here and the High Elves. Just showing how good of a player he really is. Also, Star of Avalon going in here, healing up all 3 Phoenixes. Fantastic work going in for him there. Being able to shut down all 3 of these units. And as we can see here, look how amazing this battle looks. Coming in with all the animations, all of the beautiful designs of all of these creatures. The Stag Knights up to Ariel, all the Phoenixes, Durfu. Just such an awesome game coming in here with all these amazing designs. The fire damage here, alongside the magic damage coming in from all 3 Phoenixes, is going to be absolutely brutal up against Durfu and these Stag Knights. I really don't see these Stag Knights or Durfu holding very long. As we can see here, we are going to be struggling with the Silver Knights. They might get broken very, very quickly here. Yes, it looks like they have been broken and they are going to get pushed off. It just comes down to Durfu, and if Durfu here, nearly pushing Ariel off. So it looks like there's going to be some healing going down for her as well. And there might be a charge here coming in from the Arcane Phoenix. As we can see here, there should be a lovely attack coming in from the back here from this Arcane Phoenix. Also, I love all this stuff here coming off the Flame Fire Phoenix. Fantastic charge coming in there as well. As you can see here, going to make Durfu wave, and Durfu is going to break, and that will be army losses coming in here for the Wood Elves. Just Ariel standing with her unbreakable status up against these 4 entities. I think here she's not going to be lasting very long, and maybe even the player might concede. And there we go. So it looks like he is going to concede, but guys, what a fantastic battle we had here today. Really, really enjoyed that. Amazing units here coming out of the Wood Elf player. Let's jump into Slaine here. He's going to have 3.6k damage value, 14.4k damage dealt coming in from Durfu. Very, very aggressive, very well played by him. Also 1.4 coming in for Ariel. 1,000 damage value from these Dryads. 50 kills here, 30 and 40 here as well. 104 kills, 1.7k damage coming in from the Lost Silver Knights. Even with all that magic damage, they were still able to put in an absolute shift in. So fantastic work coming in there. 21, 22, 21 and 21 kills here coming in. So 640, 440, 590 and 580. A very even effort coming across the board here from these guys. Very good stuff there. Not quite paying for themselves at 800. I think unfortunately these 4 up against the 5 units of Lothran, I think is where the trade was done quite well. Very unfortunate there on the build, having lots of magic and fire weaknesses up against a very good build here coming in from ConsulofRome. So let's jump into him. He's going to have 550 damage coming in from Ariel the Radiant. 55 kills coming in from these spearmen, very good stuff there. 1.4k damage coming in from the Lothran Sea Guard shields, very good. 800 value here, 950 here, 1.4 coming in here as well, 750 here. Very, very good stuff coming in from the Lothran Sea Guard, just showing how great these missile units really are. 1.3k damage coming in here from the Flame Fire Phoenix, as well as 44 kills, 1.2k here for the Frostheart, and also the Omen of Asaurian Arcane Phoenix coming in with 2.3k damage value. Very, very good stuff here coming from ConsulofRome. Fantastic armies from both players, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Maybe drop a comment as well about what you guys thought about the battle, and if you're brand new here, maybe think about subscribing. And I'm really appreciating all the support that you guys can give me at the moment, so thank you very much for all of that. In the description down below, I will be leaving my Discord so you guys can join there and talk about all the content coming forward on the channel, and that includes Battlemania, which will be Season 1 Week 3 coming up this Friday 5 PM GMT. I hope to either see you guys playing or coming to see the end live stream with the semi-finals and finals. Other than that, guys, take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see you in the next video.